Hey, so I got a package yesterday from Australia from the Pengellies. They have sent me some cool swag. I got to meet Jack and his dad down at Con Expo last March. Anyway, great people. That is an awesome jumper. Now, in the United States, we would call this a hoodie. I love the jacket. This just super nice, and so are the hats he sent me, the stocking hats. These are great. Uh, I'll be using these out on the BLM job to keep my drink cool because I don't have any AC. Love the decals. I've already put one on the fridge over there. I'll be sticking these all over. Also, too, I got a suture kit from my buddy Mike, old Opie Griffiths up in New York. Thank you for that. This is going to go really well with the box of Band-Aids that Danny Toner sent me. That's just awesome. I love that. I can't wait to start trying to stitch myself up. That's going to be awesome. But also, too, Fat Dan out of Palmer, Alaska, he's the one that sent me the Terrell putty, and we fixed the fuel truck with it when it was leaking. And the fuel truck is out on the BLM job, and it's still holding fuel. Anyway, Terrell, I don't know if you've ever seen him on YouTube. Go check him out. YouTube, Terrell Fixes All. Funny guy. Anyway, he sent me a whole case of the Terrell putty and some decals. This is good stuff. I mean, it works really well. I love it. Anyway, I've got a lifetime supply of that now. And then this must be something really good too, because he sent this to me. So I got to try that out. Anyway, thank you guys for sending all this cool stuff. Don't know what to say other than thank you very much. It's awesome to make friends through YouTube and meet good people such as yourself. I just love this. Hey, good Monday morning, everybody. Headed out to the Paydirt box. First I got to stick this on because I got some big boxes. Come on, Jeff. There we go. Have to stick that on the door. I got big boxes on there. So I got some shirts. One going to James Birchinall from Paris, Texas. And Lucky Mark Davis over in Fruitland, Idaho. Your wife, Shannon Davis, got you a filthy horse shirt. Way to go. And Ginger Maish from Staunton, Indiana's got a big box going out to her. Thank you, Ginger. Brian Ports from Preston, Iowa. And Garrett Thompson from Dayton, Washington. Thank you for supporting old Jpaydirt. You guys have an awesome day. It's beautiful today. Oh, and one more. Got hat, filthy horse shirt, and an Anderson construction shirt, some stickers, and some money. Going to Bob Frakes in OK City, Oklahoma. Bob is sending me an earthquake. Yep, that's right, an earthquake. Stay tuned. So we're done, all in cinders. Matt is taking that one back up the road here and dumping it. Jake's headed back to the pit with the buzzing dozen. So I told you he lost third gear. Now he's lost fourth gear. So she made it, just barely. Good morning, everybody. I got to get a block. Taking the service truck out today. I got to take that tire that keeps slipping and destroying the O-ring on the grader, you remember? And I got to put it on the front or I'm going to have a flat tire out there. Hey, so you're asking yourself, why are you rotating a couple of tires? Well, so this is the one, you remember when I was cutting my ditch and I kept slipping it and ruining the O-ring? Well, I painted a line on it, and now that I'm out there in that 11 miles of tough rocks and stuff, I can't tell you how many times I've hit something solid and just stopped the grader before I could get the neutralizer pedal in. She's jumping up and down and comes back down on the wheel and does that. I'm surprised it ain't flat. So I don't know what it is about this tire, this particular Titan tire, but I think I got a dud. So it's going on the front, and the front one's coming back here. And I'm certainly hoping that one doesn't slip, but I've had no trouble with the other ones. Just that one. So also too, somebody wanted to know about my cutting edges. So they're pretty effed up. So you can see out there on the end, it's all rounded over. That's from constantly cutting ditches. It's pretty bad. You can see that. And then you come along and oh, look at that right in the middle. Look how badly wore it is in the middle. The distance from them bolt holes down to the edge. So I haven't got a clue other than I'm betting it was from the other day when I graded that 13 miles of road and it kind of had a crown in it and I was cutting it really hard. I'll bet that's what ruined them. So am I putting new edges on for this deal? No. I'll wear them to a nub, and then when we get done with this, and I'll take them off and throw them away. Yeah, you could take them and you could have somebody put them on a track torch and torch them off straight again, but I don't know. By the time you go through all that and change it, it ain't worth it. It's like $100 an edge. What the heck? So I think I got it figured out what to do for a carrier for the four-wheeler. So I'm going to use these two pockets here. From inside to inside, they're 64 inches apart. I'll just get some, the pocket measures 5.5, 2.5, but the shank's not that big. So 5 1/4, 2 1/4. If you can't get that, 5x2 would work fine. Run them down probably about the length of the ripper shanks, and then cut it and weld it back together on a 90. Come out as wide as the four-wheeler is, and then take angle iron or square tubing and build a frame, and then just set some expanded metal inside of it. That way, when I want to hook up the carrier, all I got to do is back up to it, set the ripper down, slide it under those, pick it up. Oh, and the most important part, poke a hole through there and put a pin in to hold it. And then that way, all I'd have to do is let the ripper down to the ground, and boom, the carrier's on the ground. Drive the four-wheeler off. Sound like a plan? So I told you Jake's losing fourth gear on the Buzzin' Dozen. She just barely made it. We're done. There's that much of the cinders left. Yeah, it'd be cool. We never can seem to talk them into this, but would be awesome if we hauled that down and cindered part of that split top butte road as far as those cinders would go. But they have an interesting budgeting process, so I'm sure that ain't gonna happen. So there's the smoking Cummins. It likes to make a mess there. So I got a transmission at home that came out of a Wabco 333 scraper. I'm wondering if any of it would work for these truck transmissions. There's nothing wrong with it. I was surprised the old Cummins made her. Look at that Looks like she's pouring antifreeze at that connection. She's, I don't know. Yeah, that could be motor oil it's throwing from the other side. I think the seal is gone on that pulley drive right there. Anyway, it just pours oil out everywhere. And he dumped some stop leak in it, and he sort of cured the antifreeze from coming out, but it's still coming out there. Don't know if it's going in the oil or not. Hasn't done an oil sample, but so this one needs an engine. That one needs a tranny. So everybody's asking about the whiny hydraulic system. So I'm assuming it's probably the pump's getting tired, so that's what that is. And then everybody keeps commenting about the bolt on the tilt ram there. So what that is that's where the bucket leveler mechanism mounts, is right there on that, and then it would come down and bolt to the side of the ram. And then you see that hose with the spiral protection on it, that goes around over here to the hydraulic tank. And the way that worked is there was a deal on that. It was like a long ram thing, and if I remember right, this arm pushed on anyway. What it did is it would push on that, and it would send oil back through these lines in here inside the tank. And there's like a piston on the tilt mechanism, and it would hit it and then center the spool on the detents. And then to adjust your bucket level, you had to get out and monkey with that. I've never messed with them. I've never had a loader with a functioning one on it, so they obviously probably weren't reliable. They ended up getting broke and fell off. But the pin, it's got nothing to do with the pin. It's just a bolt thing that screws in the end of the pin. So nothing's gonna happen there. Anyway, so I got a long day ahead of me. Got a lot of road to drag today. So time to crawl in the grader.